Hi everybody, this is Eddie from One Life to Game, welcoming you back to my YouTube channel as I continue playing NBA 2K16 for the Xbox One. And right now we'll go ahead and do a match between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Los Angeles Clippers. I'll go ahead and be controlling the Clippers as we prepare for a home game at the Staples Center. So let's check out the pre-game show, and we'll get the game going. So enjoy the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more great content. I'd like to thank you for joining me today.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Checking out the Clippers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And I'll tell you, are we ready for some fireworks? Both of these teams terrific offensively. Put up a ton of points in a hurry. What do you think, Kenny? A classic shootout?
Classic mano a mano. That's man to man if you don't speak the Spanish language like I do. But I'll take it. You know, we'll see who's left standing after all of these shots are fired. And this is going to be an interesting game. But selfishly, I want to see the best of the best go at it.
Some say the best defense is a good offense. Control the pace, limit the turnovers, play smart. I'm ready for this game, Ernie.
Who are some who say that the best defense is a good offense? Name 18 guys who said that.
That's more than some. Some is 4.
I read it online, Ernie.
Good enough for me. Here's Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip.
All right, pretty cool opening sequence there. As I've muted the background audio or music audio just to avoid any copyright issues.
The Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
All right, so we'll get underway here. We take a look at the new Clippers logo there at center court.
All fueled up and ready to go.
And the new paint scheme there.
So the Thunder 5 right now. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is
Hopefully they don't play Hack a Jordan here. I'm not up for any of that.
Now here's Paul. On the clock.
Pretty good take there from the free throw line. Nothing doing though. JJ Redick's going to get worked if he's got to cover Durant for any long portion of this game.
Oklahoma City the rebound. Screen by Ibaka. And Roberson kicks to Durant. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Oh, come on, Paul Pierce. I know those. There's no wheelchair to get Paul Pierce out of the paint on that one. So, thus the 3-second defensive violation, technical foul. And Durant will take the free attempt here.
That free throw good from Durant.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin. Even after
Steven Adams looking pretty wild inbounding the ball here.
He's been one of the more durable players in the league.
Just one of those energy guys that everybody wants on their team, though. And Durant got me with the pump fake there, and he's got the first 3 points of the game. Early lead, OKC up 3-0.
It's a 3-point game. Paul dishes to Jordan. Redick passes to Jordan. Paul against Westbrook. Here's Pierce.
There we go. Paul Pierce gets 2 points there for the Clippers. And not a bad shot by him.
when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this.
So this game just looks absolutely incredible. It's a lot of fun to play. Definitely have to get better control of things here, but I'll get it as I continue to play.
I mean, that makes up for.
And Chris Paul goes right at the defense. Attacks Steven Adams particularly, who just kind of put his big body in the way there, but wasn't able to stop Paul nonetheless.
He dishes it to Ibaka. Adams against Jordan from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Paul dishes to Pierce.
Nice. Oh, Paul Pierce making his presence felt here early on.
That's always a good sign.
And Durant left wide open on that. Thankfully, we didn't really pay for that one.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them.
Another wide open shot for the Clippers as Chris Paul buries a three-pointer there. Nice pass out of the post by Blake Griffin, as defense had to pay a lot of attention to him. And Griffin swats that attempt away.
Right side, Pierce.
Pierce looking like a young fella there with that Euro step. Oh, wow. Beautifully ran fast break there by Oklahoma City. Westbrook with the dunk.
And Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Come on, Jordan. Set a pick for me here, man.
Kicks it to Griffin. Back to Paul. Launches it.
Another 3 for Chris Paul. Oh, I guess we'll just feed the hot man there. I couldn't get anything going on the interior there with Blake Griffin, so why not just pass it out to Chris Paul?
Well, you see Blake Griffin, and he is known for his huge dunks and ability to score, but he is a very well-rounded power
And we've
forward.
got our first time out of the game here.
Power forward passers in the league.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And for Griffin in his passing, often you'll see him set up teammates, Greg, for easy looks and dunks.
And with the amount of times that teams have to double team Griffin, that's huge. I mean, even when he's not scoring due to defenses focusing on him, he can still impact the game with his passing.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for
We've
Blake
got some
Griffin.
early substitutions here.
Checked in for Pierce.
And OKC going with a different group out there to see if they can shake things up on the floor.
Collison, no good.
See if we can get Lance Stevenson involved here in the action.
The dish to Paul. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's Crawford on the wing. Stevenson inside the three-point line.
Nice. And great ball movement here early on for the Clippers, and everyone's getting into the action here.
Pass to Durant.
And Durant pumps fakes from way out there.
From the arc. That's good from Augustine. The assist by Durant. Augustine
And DJ Augustine bouncing around in his career. Hopefully he finds a home in OKC. See what he can bring to the table.
Smith outside.
Nice pass. And Cole Aldrich there for an easy layup.
9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Raiders on the wing. Uncovered. Again, the Thunder score. Crawford. The shot is off.
All right, we've reached the end of the first quarter here. Pretty action-packed so far. A lot of good offense here for the Clippers. Score is 16-10 at the Staples Center. Hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast. I am Eddie from One Life to Game. Again, this is NBA 2K16 for the Xbox One. We've got the Clippers and Thunder. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like, and comment. And I'll be sure to upload much more great footage for you. And I appreciate everyone watching.
The focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's.
And that's a nice additional feature that they've added into the game, those in-game interviews that you commonly see on an ESPN or an ABC broadcast. So some people might skip through that stuff, but I enjoy watching that. And let me know what you think of that.
For him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's.
All right, great rebound there by DeAndre Jordan.
In his career.
Paul Pierce is wide open, and he'll take and make that one. I think his foot was on the line. It was, as it's now 18-10 Clippers.
Nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score, multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball.
Oh, what a rejection by Blake Griffin. I thought I was going to get beat on that one. Let's bring this one back out.
The point with waiters at the 2. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Kenner, and it's Durant in at the 3. Now here's Pierce. He's got 6. The jump hook.
Oh, come on, Griffin. You got to get that from that close.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Rejected by Pierce. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Singler in for Kevin Durant. And so here is Oklahoma City, trailing here by 8. Shot clock at 5. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Nice.
Pretty difficult shot there for Westbrook to get it over the top of the defense. Nicely ran break there. Paul Pierce really making a big impact on this game. Beautiful pass to J.J. Redick there for the layup, and that will result in another timeout for OKC. Having a tough time on the floor here, establishing their offense.
High expectations with the Thunder.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance.
And in other NBA news, it's nice to hear that Meta World Peace has returned to the Staples Center. He'll be suiting up again for the purple and gold. So that should be interesting for Lakers fans.
Especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Here is Ibaka, and there's the pass to Roberson. And here is Singler. From the stripe. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Pierce kicks to Redick. Wants to get it to Pierce and does. And that one's good. And it's a 12-point.
There's a nice game going on there. Nice recognition and chemistry between J.J. Redick and Paul Pierce. And that one's stolen. And this should get Paul Pierce a vintage dunk right there. Paul Pierce has certainly found the fountain of youth for this game.
Is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Thunder trailing by 14. Robertson dishes to Singler. He feeds it to Ibaka. Drive by Adams. Here's Singler. Lays it up and banks it in.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
All right, let's get back to the action here. And I've got most everything on auto right now, so auto substitution and adjustment of strategy, just so I can focus at least initially on getting gameplay down, and then as I progress, I'll go ahead and do those changes manually. But for right now, I think the computer does a pretty fair job of doing everything I need it to do.
He plays aggressive and he hustles.
Oh, Chris Paul, the nice little give off there by DeAndre Jordan as Chris Paul rolled to the basket for an easy finger roll.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim.
And just trying to do my best of taking high percentage shots. And wow, Roberson just split the D, had an open lane and a beautiful dunk there.
Right now, Clark is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style.
But Chris Paul gets an easy 2 right back. There's no problem getting past the defense there for that layup.
One-handed flush.
And as I'm playing this game, I'm just, wow, Steven Adams got me on that pump fake. I thought the ball was going to roll out off the rim. I'm realizing, again, I mean, it's been a little while since I've kind of seen what's been happening with the free agency and off-season trades. But, man, the Clippers are stacked. They just got Wes Johnson they put out on the floor.
Fires from the corner. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, Serge Ibaka's got to know better than that. And that can't really go for a Blake Griffin pump fake from the corner, but
stars in the league.
Whatever.
About off-court issues and interviews he's engaging. And
see how it is to shoot free throws with him.
The way it appears to me, Kevin, the young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
All right.
Drops for Griffin.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our
so far in this game, I've got to give a big shout-out to Paul Pierce, who has just been a huge spark for this team, making plays on both sides, and
here's what the Clippers
apparently is comfortable to be reunited with Doc Rivers.
And Lance Stevenson subbed in for JJ.
So he's done a fantastic job getting the team going today.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
That's a good foul call and nice aggressive take there by DJ Augustine.
Detroit ending up in a very
could tell Doc Rivers like that collapsing defense there.
Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
So back to DJ Augustine.
Uh-oh, my controller batteries are low. Well, let's see how far I can make it. Hopefully I can get to the end of the game. If not, I'll just do a quick battery switch as soon as they die out. So stick with me here.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin.
I've definitely been using the Xbox One a lot lately.
You know, one thing about the Augustine-Jackson trade last year, it didn't help either the Thunder or the Pistons.
Oh, that's a bad pass there by Lance. Gonna have to do a little bit better than that.
Into your system that far into the season, especially when that player is a point guard. So a wild ride.
Kevin Durant putting all sorts of moves on and loses control of the ball there off that deflection. But OKC goes ahead and scores anyway.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Paul passes to Aldridge.
Nice play there. And with as well as the cornerstones of the team have been playing, of course, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. You know, I got to get some of the other guys going. Can't forget Lance Stevenson's out there and Jamal Crawford. So there's quite a bit of talent on this Clippers team. They should have a fantastic season.
There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Crawford outside.
All right, well, pretty good shot there to end the first half for Crawford.
Los Angeles on top.
As we go to halftime, it's 32 Los Angeles Clippers to 22 for OKC Thunder. And let's take a look here at the halftime broadcast.
Matchup like this, how important was it for you to get established in the first half?
Well, I have to be aggressive offensively and defensively for us. Keep the pressure on my drives and my in-between game. Try to get easy ones. Just mix it up, as well as get the other guys going.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they're facing a very hot team in the first half. I mean, guys are shooting the ball lights out. But you have to do more to get stops. I mean,
74% almost. Oh my God.
And more bodying up down low. That's going to establish more aggressive tone that might shut them down in the second half.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about
Looks
to
like
get
Shaq
underway.
fell asleep over there with his eyes open.
Has the call.
Oh, he's moving around a little bit. Okay. Hopefully, just hoping Shaq was still alive. That's a pretty cool halftime show. Got to get Barkley on there though. Got to get him. Pay the man. Get him on the video game.
By Chris Paul.
How about the magic touch he had on display there?
All right, let's get back to the game here. Take the starters take the floor for the second half. A nice 10-point cushion for the Clippers.
You're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And that
Man, Paul Pierce is just, he is like a blowtorch in this game right now. I mean, it's like when you're playing the old school NBA Jam games and you've got a guy that can't miss.
I think he's done a really nice job of moving.
Guess we'll just keep feeding Paul Pierce. When all help is gone, just keep feeding Paul Pierce.
Why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony? I thought you were talking about knees, my man.
Nice, a nice assist there by Paul Pierce. And Chris Paul looks like, I believe he's probably the scoring leader with 14.
Former coach of the year.
But Paul Pierce really, as I said before, doing a little bit of everything in this game to get himself and his teammates involved. And that's probably some leadership that not to say that the Clippers didn't have leadership last year, but when they had the collapse in the postseason, that would have been a great player to have on the team to prevent something like that.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Clippers leading by 15. Paul dishes to Griffin. The fader. Here's Jordan. And
that's what DeAndre Jordan's there for, to grab those garbage buckets, get some offensive rebounds, and
allowed them to build this lead.
Just do his work down low. And we've got another early timeout here for OKC as the game is slowly slipping away from them.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over.
And as I mentioned in another one of my broadcasts with the Cavaliers and Heat game that I did with 2K, in a traditional NBA arena, as the team come off the floor in a nice lead like this, the crowd would typically go crazy. But most of the time, the crowd in this game is pretty dead, except for the final few moments of the game. So from a presentation perspective, that's probably the only thing I'd like to see a little bit different. The crowd at the Staples Center would be much more into it than this if their team were performing this well.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off.
And some pretty lackluster play by OKC so far.
His skills and IQ.
Come on, Chris Paul, you got to take this guy. All right, nicely done. And Ibaka shows some frustration there as he slams the ball to the ground after the layup. Oh, you're not going to get that over DeAndre Jordan.
Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson.
So again, that was a good example after DeAndre Jordan just blocked that shot. I mean, there's really no reaction from the crowd. So either they've tuned out at this point of the game, or it's just bad programming to have the crowd just sit so idle in their seats.
He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just...
And there you see the strategy right there. Play through Paul Pierce. So Doc Rivers is realizing how valuable Paul Pierce has been this game, and let's make it happen.
Inside, Griffin kicks to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jordan the screen. Here's Griffin.
There we go, Blake Griffin. Getting something to go. Nice little step back there, as a matter of fact.
Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one.
And DeAndre Jordan leading the break there, and it turns it over.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Paul.
Not really sure what I was thinking on that one, but
Adams, the pass to Ibaka. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Jordan the screen. Redick inside the line. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Waiters dishes to Westbrook. 11 feet away.
just nothing going in for OKC right now, and they're taking a couple of their shots have been pretty high percentage, pretty open shots. So
left side, Jordan. Ball against Westbrook. Griffin a screen on Westbrook. Jordan kicks to Griffin.
All right. Some nice ball movement there to get Blake Griffin another look, a little bit closer to the basket this time, and he's fouled to go to the line for two.
16 and 24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
First free throw is good.
And really with the Thunder and their road problems last season, both Phoenix and New Orleans had better road records than they did. And had the Thunder been tougher on the road, no doubt they would have made it in.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick.
Okay.
From the line,
That's actually my first excellent free throw that I was able to do. And who better than to do that with Blake Griffin? Completely unexpected. And there's Doc Rivers. You can see him in the background there. He's pretty pissed off at that defensive effort. So that's some good detail there that the coach is paying attention the whole game through.
Aldridge kicks to Stevenson.
Great ball moving around the perimeter. Lance Stevenson with a little post-shot celebration there as he heads over to play defense. I'm starting to get a better feel for the game now, passing, and still a lot of work to do, but I thought Augustine would get a friendly bounce on the rim there.
That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all
slow things down a little bit.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around.
There we go. Lance Stevenson tries to get in on the action here, grab a few points.
3-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Augustine kicks to Cantor.
Oh, nice move by Cantor there.
Coming in on
I definitely bit at that one.
DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists in the game. On the wing, Stevenson. The baseline jam, and that's not going to go. The 3 quarters of
all right, so we're done with the third quarter here. A very comfortable 22-point lead for the Clippers here at the Staples Center. And once again, this is One Life to Game. We've got NBA 2K16 for the Xbox One. Thank you for tuning in. One more quarter left of action here.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
And really, we take a look at Josh Smith running up the court there. He's been kind of an afterthought too, because there's just been such great output from everybody. So we'll give Josh Smith a Josh Smith-like opportunity here. Oh yeah, not expecting that to go. That's one of those shots he's taken at Atlanta, and the crowd would just be like, "What the hell was that?" But I guess out here in LA, anything is possible.
It's Redick on the wing. Jordan kicks to Redick. Clippers moving the ball around. Smith.
And I thought Josh Smith would be in the zone after his incredible three-point shot.
Passes to Westbrook. Here's Ibaka.
Pretty good shot there by Ibaka, just didn't fall.
3 rebounds so far in the game. Johnson's shot is off.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
The feed now to Westbrook.
Yeah, you knew that was going to fall for Westbrook.
9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yes, he's got 9 points here.
Start giving them a boost here in the second. And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Pierce has checked in. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Clippers.
All right, so we're on the live stream here. I've got a comment from Jonathan. How's it going? Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoy this gameplay. And subscribe, as I will be putting much more together.
Into the fourth quarter. Tries from 10.
And Josh Smith with a quick 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very...
Yes, he does not want this game to end without getting on the scoring column. Oh, nice steal there by DeAndre Jordan. Let's get me another Paul Pierce finger roll. I don't know what the hell I did there to get that. I would have much rather seen one of those vintage Paul Pierce dunks, but hey, 2 points is 2, however you get it.
At full speed like that, man.
And the Clippers just keep coming.
The way that guy gets to the rim.
Look at Pierce go. I mean, he is just unstoppable in this game.
The load right now offensively, guys. He is.
And he's going to go to the line for one more.
Where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction.
It's likely at the post-game he'll be awarded with the player of the game.
He has the ball.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Wilcox comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jamal Crawford. Mitch McGary's checked in for Oklahoma City. Payne comes in for Russell Westbrook.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game.
Paul Pierce comes up with the steal there. All right, and Josh Smith really bringing it home here now. He's getting into the action.
Traffic tonight, boy, they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive.
And I'm sorry, but as Paul Pierce checks out of the game, the crowd definitely owes him a standing ovation for the effort and the intensity that he's brought to this game.
Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers.
That may have been the ugliest move in the post that I've ever seen, and it worked. So I've got to do that more often.
He kicks it to McGary. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part.
And this has certainly not been a great game for OKC. Just disjointed from the get-go. Really, you would expect Durant to put his footprints all over this one, but there hasn't been too much of that.
Off with the layup.
Well defended.
And when Prigioni gets to the basket that easily, you know there's some problems.
Johnson against Waiters.
All right, come on, Dion. Let's see. Oh my gosh.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark, an all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant.
Oh, Cole Aldrich with the steal now.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustles.
I've been pretty lucky on some of these defensive attempts to come away with the steal rather than a reach-in foul.
They forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run. Kicks it out to Johnson.
Oh, wow, that's way off. And definitely not in his range, but I'm trying to get some shots up here before the end of the game.
Augustine against Stevenson. Johnson over to help. Singler right side.
And just no drop in the intensity at all on the defensive side for LA as the game comes to a close here.
Can't get it to go. Good D by Stevenson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
And we'll go ahead and just sort of dribble around here for a little bit and leave the Thunder with not too much time left on the clock.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Aldrich.
Oh, that would have been the exclamation point on this game. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We've reached the end of regulation here, and we have a victory for the Los Angeles Clippers, 68 to the 39 of Oklahoma City Thunder. And again, you've been watching NBA 2K16 on the Xbox One. Some gameplay here. Let's take it over to Doris Burke with Blake Griffin.
How does it feel to be able to play like this?
It was great. The best part about it is how everybody was playing. We were all in our best game, and we all played well, and that's what we did tonight, and that's what's promising.
Thanks for your time, Blake. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Pierce.
I saw that one coming.
Sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just
all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a great game, a pretty nice blowout there for the Clippers. I appreciate everybody coming by and watching the live stream. If you're watching this on demand after the live stream, thanks so much for watching too. Definitely comment on the video. Tell me what you liked. Give me those thumbs up if you will. And subscribe to my channel for more content. So I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next